Hi everyone, how you guys doing? Okay, all right, great to see you guys again here today. So welcome to this very special webinar today. Okay, great. I see a lot of you here joining here. Nice to see you guys again. Okay, for some of you here, if you haven't set your chat setting to everyone, please do it now so I can see your message as well. Right. So everyone, yeah, if you're able to listen to what I'm saying right now, set the chat setting to everyone now. Okay, so if you have any question later on, then I can see your questions. All right, great. Okay, thank you for this. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a topic about BaZi and maybe Chiman as well that focus about wealth. All right, we're talking about money habits that keep you poor. Right, the 5 money habits. So, and how do you actually do this here is I've been told that all of you here, some of you here are beginners, some of you here are seasoned practitioners, so you're a different group of people here. So let me start this webinar by introducing myself first. My name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant from Joyap Consulting Group. So I actually learn a lot of Chinese metaphysics subjects, such as like BaZi, Feng Shui, Qigong, Yijing. Yeah, there's so many of it, and I use this to not only to help myself and to help my clients, my friends, my family as well. So today, the whole purpose of today's session here is to share with you some of the techniques or some of the discovery that lead me to create sort of like a different direction of my destiny. So how many of you here at this point of time would like to seek for change of direction in life? Maybe some of you here are not happy with your current situation right now and you're wondering why. And you want to see, is there a possibility by using Chinese astrology to help you to make a step forward? Wow, I see so many of me here. That's great. Yeah, you're in the right webinar here today. So, and I know that in this era right now, yeah, a lot of people actually teach a lot of subjects, they're sort of like, selling the promise of great life, right? They will tell you something like, if you learn this and then you're going to reach tomorrow, and if you do this, you have an extraordinary relationship, right? This thing, don't you think all this like advertisement, right, appear very frequently in your social media? There's so many of it, right? It's sort of like there are so many gurus out there. Do you see this or not? And then to a point that you're wondering, hey, is it possible or not? Is it even possible or not? Even nowadays, even kids, yeah, they're teaching about how to make a lot of money, where themselves not even reach that level yet, right? If you see a lot of this advertisement, yeah, type the word yes in the chat box right now, because we're in a stage of confusion. Right, we are in a state of confusion. So many information, we don't know which one to follow. Right, everyone talk about the same aspect of life, but in so many different ways. So, and therefore, a lot of people also asking me, "Hey, Iverson, right? You've been doing this for the last 7 years. Yeah, I know that you do a lot. You actually make a lot of impact, not only for yourself and also for the client as well. Then, what actually really happened here, right? What is the thing you do?" So I want to share with you how I approach this. As I told you earlier on, I use BaZi, Feng Shui, Qigong, Dunjia to help myself and my clients. So the first question that people will ask me is, hey, Iverson, is your life changed after you learn BaZi? How many of you here actually asked this question before? Right? Will my life change after I learn BaZi? Myself, I ask this question as well. Okay, when I start, before I even learn, I say, right, hey, tell me, right, will my life change after I learn BaZi or not? Okay, and after I learn this art here, and let me actually tell you one thing, right? So your life, your life will not change just because you learn BaZi, right? Learning BaZi is the first step, but after you learn it, is whether your life can be changed or not, or will change for better. It depends on your ability to convert the key information from your BaZi chart into action. Yeah, that is the key here. All right. So by learning alone will not change your life at all. Probably you feel you have more understanding, right, about your chart, the good and the bad, right? But not until you develop this ability to actually convert key information. Yeah, let me repeat this again: key information, because in your Bazi chart, not all information are equal. Some of them are not important. Do you realize this? How many of you here learned Bazi before? If a beginner is fine, right? Don't worry. This program here is for beginner as well. But let me address some of you. You learned Bazi before, right? I'm telling you, not all information in your Bazi chart are born equal. Some of them is important. Some of them you can actually ignore. Okay. Have anyone told you this before? Right. That's why I'm going to tell this, because I noticed that a lot of people that when they read Bazi, they try to combine everything. Like it's not like they want to feel missing out, right? They want to know everything, combination, depth and emptiness, what does it mean, everything in the chart, right? They search everything. And then they flip the page backward. You see, is there any more information or not, right? So let me tell you from now, right? All you need is just to use the key information, right? You're not here to reading a novel, all right? You're here to actually identify certain, I would say, key drivers to make changes. How many of you here like this style of using astrology? Yeah, time to with me. Okay, nice. So for some of you beginner, you might wonder, hey, what is Iverson talking about? What is a Bazi? Bazi is just an astrology chart that that actually map out the energy. Let me show you the Bazi chart here first. The 5 elements are based on your date and time of birth. So if you haven't got your Bazi chart yet, especially a beginner, this would be the link to get it, right? So it's joeyup.com/BZ chart here, or there's a QR code. You can scan the QR code to go to a link where you can get your Bazi chart. Okay, so and it's free, by the way. You just go there and then you just key in your date of birth and your gender and your time of birth, and there you go, right? You get your chart ready. These are the chart that I use personally for myself and also for my client as well. And today, I'm going to share with you how do you use this Bazi chart, certain information here to do what? To take certain action, right? I want you to know, right, that still require action from your side, right? So I'm not here to selling you what fake dreams here, right? Let's be real. I know that nowadays, especially during pandemic, there are a lot of so-called people. They make you empty promises, right? They make you the promise of a great life. So, and without doing anything, let me tell you, right? Even you use astrology, you still need to participate. You still need to take action. I can speak this through my experience, and yet I see a lot of people actually spend a lot of money into the wrong direction, where they buy items or or crystal or whatever, or color their hair or wear certain color of shirts, and hopefully they think their life will change. Let me tell you, that part, buying what color of shirts to wear, what type of a hairstyle, that one is not Chinese astrology. Yeah, let me tell you this from the start to avoid confusion. Okay, whenever we're talking about the color of your shirt or your hairstyle, that one is what I call fashion design. Okay, don't confuse between Chinese astrology and fashion design. Okay, it's two different things, right? I know fashion design is important. Yeah, you feel better, you look better, it's fine, right? But don't mix it together, right? So in summary, I don't care what color of shirt you wear, you're not going to change your life at all, because it doesn't able to create luck or what kind or changes happening. So since you know this, I'm telling you here is the important key of our changing our destiny. I think all of you here, you want your life to be better, right? It's about taking convert key information from your astrology chart into action. Okay. Hopefully today I can share with you some of those so you can take action immediately. How about that? Okay. Are you guys ready? Okay, great. Okay, so then how do we use this here? I think that first of all, you need to actually when you pursue this path of learning Chinese metaphysics, be it BaZi, Feng Shui, or Yijing, or whatever, one thing you need to decide here, there are two group of people or two strategy of learning. The first one is you want to learn it from the wide perspective. Wide, okay? Wide means that you want to learn more formulas. You keep the moment there are new subjects or new formula, you want to learn it because you think maybe that's formula that that I didn't know yet that could change my life, right? So they're wide approach. Yeah, they try to collect more subjects to learn, right? And then if you look at the bookshelf or they might collect a lot of certificates or a lot of books. Okay, so they want more and they feel better that way. And the second group of people, instead of approaching the subject from wide approach, they actually go deep, right? They might study one or two subjects and then they go deep. So if you're actually, if your approach is wide, you're chasing formula, you want to collect more information, yeah, you just actually end up in confusion mode because you learn a lot, but you still don't understand why your life haven't changed yet, right? But if you go into a deep approach, right, you dig deep downwards, you study about the essence of the subject, then you start to internalize the concept, the wisdom, and you can apply it. Okay, so which approach you like the best? Wide or deep? If you can choose one. I choose the deep approach. How about you guys? Okay, deep, right? Yeah, because for me, it's not about learning all the Chinese metaphysics subjects in the world. You know, there's a lot of system. Chinese metaphysics alone, there's a lot. Right? Yeah, so I better reserve those time instead of learning everything. I better actually allocate those time to do what? Enjoy my life. Don't you think that in our life, there are much more other things that's also important, guys? Like traveling, spending time with your family, right? Doing something you love, right? So that's my approach, right? So I would say, therefore, if I want to dedicate my life to learn all Chinese metaphysics system, right? I would think that even 20, maybe 200 years also not enough. So I say, hey, I actually ask myself this question: what is considered enough, right? So enough means that after I learn this, instead of approaching wide, I want to add in accolades or more subjects into my under my belt, but I rather go deep. How many of you here like this? So for me, I actually make a decision, yeah, a few years back, that I want to deep dive into 4 subjects. So the 4 subjects is what I call this the 4 titans. Okay, yeah, let me show you here. Yeah, this is the 4 titans I'm talking about. So what is the 4 titans? Let me show you. These are the subjects that I actually deep dive into it. So Yijing, Feng Shui, BaZi, and Qigong. Right? There are much more there out there. There are more than 20 or even 30 subjects, but I chose only focus on these 4. And I dedicated my time on this, and the rest of the time, I enjoy my life. Okay. Yeah, life must be fun, right? You need to experience so many things in life. So therefore, I actually look into these 4 things here. So now, some of you learned BaZi before, right? So BaZi. So the chart that I asked you to print just or plot just now is BaZi, right? So, and then some of you learned Qigong before, some of you learned Feng Shui before, and some of you learned Yijing before. Even at this point of time, you haven't learned anything, it's fine. I'm just sharing with you the subjects that I use most of the time for myself and for my clients. All right. So these are the things. So more importantly is what is the use of all these subjects here, right? So why I learned BaZi? Because BaZi helped me to understand myself better, right? So, and don't you think it's always good to have self-awareness and understand ourselves? What is our nature is, right? What is our talent? So we don't waste a lot of time going into the wrong direction. But of course, if you live long enough, you're able to know which are the right and wrong direction. But that time, probably you're already 80 years old, right? But so by using BaZi, actually helped me to save a lot of time by actually knowing, okay, what is the path that actually aligned to my nature. Some of you actually, if with me sometime, you know that before this, I was a programmer, right? I was a programmer writing software. That is something that I don't like to do. Yeah, yes, I still have a job at that time. You're writing codes, but I feel unfulfilled, right? So I learned about it because there's so many ways I can explore, I can change my career, and there's of course there's a fear as well, right? About thinking how about changing the wrong career, right? So therefore that time BaZi comes in. yeah, to save me from my dilemma. So I discovered that time there are two things I can do, I can consider that align to my nature and my skill. And the two things, and the skill here could be dormant at that point of time, right? Because you still need to do something to activate it. So that time I discovered I have two skill that I can pursue. One is becoming a consultant, like what I'm doing right now, a teacher, a consultant. And then another one here, actually becoming a chef. Okay. Yeah. So beside programming, that I say, hey, if you want to actually do something that actually align to your talent, then there are two choices for you: become a BaZi consultant or become a chef. So, and let me tell you, BaZi consultant is not my first choice during that time. When you think about this, I was a programmer, and as you know, the programming job actually from 9 to 5 is nothing more than looking at the laptop or the computer, the desktop at the time, and then just typing, writing codes, right? So therefore, the only thing I talk to every single day is the monitor screen. So you ask me, from someone that didn't really get used to talking to people and do something like a public speaker, a teacher, that one is, I feel uncomfortable, right? So actually my first choice, yeah, a lot of people didn't know this, right? My first choice actually is not to go for BaZi consultant. I'm thinking to pursue the later career about the chef part, because I like to eat. Hey, I love great foods. I say, hey, might as well, right? Since I like to eat, why not I pursue that? Since the BaZi chart also suggests, yeah, one of the things I can consider is being a chef. All right. But before I even started to do that, there are a couple of times I look at the mirror, and then of course I see myself, and I don't like the way I look. Yeah, to be honest, brutally honest, I'm fat. Okay. Right. So when I look at the mirror, I say, no, I don't like it. Right. So that time I say, how come you're so fat? I'm talking to myself. So, and that time I decided to do one thing. I say, hey, if I that actually give me to think twice, actually encourage me to think twice, that, hey, if I becoming a chef, right, I'll be super fat. Now already fat. You're not borderline fat, all right, it's actually fat. When I say fat, it's really fat. Okay, I'm being honest. So, and that time I say, it's not so good, right? If I become a chef, I tend to eat more. So I say, maybe not, right? Maybe I put this aside. I pursue the path of a BaZi consultant, right? So that's how I got started, right? So of course, the first few years will be a bit challenging, because I'm not used to talk to people, and you ask me to stand in front of the stage facing hundreds of audience. That one will be a challenge for me, right? So, but then when actually I do that, then I see that one thing. I see that, hey, I like that. But this one I only discover after a few years, 2 to 3 years, that I tend to like it. And that is what I'm doing right now, right? So now I enjoy my work, and there are no Monday blue for me, right? So even sometimes Sunday I also working, not because I like to work, it's because I enjoy, yeah, every second of it. How many of you here like to have find something, yeah, that you like to do by understanding yourself more? What is your true nature? Not changing who you are. Is about accepting and then do something that align to your nature. Okay, so because a lot of time in this field here, a lot of people always ask me, hey, Iverson, yeah, which part of me I need to change? I tell them, no, don't change yourself, right? You have certain nature within you, right? Do something that along to your nature, so you don't resist it every single day. If you try to be someone you're not, right, probably you can be succeed in the first week or two, right? Because you can pretend. Right? But after a long run here, you got tired because it's not your nature. Then you're wondering why you're not happy. How many of you agree with this? Right? That's why when someone talk to me, I never ever ask that person to change. It's about amplifying your strength already in you. Right? Because all of us here are born differently. If you're someone that is not a risk taker, I'm not going to ask you to be a risk taker. Right? Even when you start a business, I'll say select a low risk businesses. Make sense? Right? That's what I do. There are low risk businesses a lot out there. Right? Don't try to pump up yourself. Oh, I need motivation, right, to be increased by courage. Maybe at that point of time, yes, right, due to certain techniques. But when you go home and sleep and then you wake up, you're still who you are, right? You still stay true to who you are. So that's how I use a BaZi. Yeah, that's one system I use. And the second one I use a lot is this Chiman. Because Chiman talking about intuition and also strategy as well. Yeah, so and intuition is sometimes like when in my job, sometimes I need to meet different people. I need to have certain intuition, right? What these people is, what is their problem? That is what I use for. And sometimes when I invest in stock, right? So I also study stocks. I still need to study, right? What is the stock I'm buying? But don't you think it's cool to have some intuition as well? Right? Sort of like tell you the gut feeling whether this is a good go or you need to consider more information before you proceed. How many of you here like that? Intuition. Right? There's only so much your knowledge can help you, right? There are one part of you, sometimes you go to a house, sometimes you just feel uneasy there. That is intuition, right? So you got this response, your gut feel. Yeah, so there's so many ways helpful. So Chiman, I use a lot from that. Because BaZi is more about understanding yourself, but when you deal with people, you deal with situation, then that's where Chiman come handy. Okay, all right, so that's what I use, right? I'm telling you my secrets. And the third one I use a lot is Feng Shui. Feng Shui is about luck. How many of you here are want more luck? Or you just want hard work? A lot of people say, I don't need luck. I just need to work hard. But for me, I say, yes, I still work hard, but would it be hurt if I have luck as well, right? Luck means that you'll be in the right place at the right time, and then you meet the right people. Yeah, we want more. Okay. Right. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, like me, I do a lot of investment, I think, for the last few years. Yeah, there's also a lot of time. Yes, I do research, right? There's a lot of the annual report, the news, right? But the other part, if there's some luck, it will help you a lot. Okay. So I actually every user of Feng Shui, yeah, we like that. And the fourth one here is this one. Let me show you here. Okay, is Yijing. Yeah, Yijing is about advisory role, right? So it's sort of like give you advice, okay, to go or not to go. For example, like if you met someone a stranger, and then it's approaching you, and then say that this person, let's say this person expressed his interest on you, right? So and then you might say, hey, this is a scammer or not, right? Is it real or not? Then don't you think we have some advice would be great? So therefore, Yijing is advisory. It gives you a perspective to think about, right? Sometimes, let's say you're lost. You don't know why you are so unhappy for the last few months. Yeah, then the Yijing would be one of the part that actually help you. Okay, yeah, so give you a new perspective in life. Sometimes the Yijing might tell you something like, be patient now. It's not the right time to act. Yeah, because when we're in our situation, we cannot see clearly. Am I right? So we need a third perspective. Right, someone who is not within, not inside our situation, so they can see things more clearly. So that part is about Yijing. Okay, yeah, I still remember that one of my clients actually asked me that time. He say, "Hey, I was saying, can you give me some advice on what kind of job I need to do?" And then I plot the Yijing hexagram. It turned out to be a family hexagram. Then I tell him, according to the Yijing advice, don't focus much on your job or whatever. Your family need you the most right now, right? Show them that you care for them. Yeah, sometimes it's like that, the advice, right? It's just like life-changing, right? This guy constantly focusing on what job I should do, right? But he actually neglected the family part. So sometimes Yijing doesn't really answer the career question, because from the Yijing perspective, that is not important for now. You just continue to do your job. How many of you here like this? It's sort of like give you a second opinion or guide in your life. Right, that is Yijing. So if you look at therefore, let me show you again. Yeah, this is the 4 system I use. Yeah, on daily basis. I use this a lot. Okay, depends on the need is and the situation. I'll deploy any of these 4 system here. So let me show you one thing here. Like when you look at this part here, yeah, this is a Yijing hexagram. Some of you just now ask, right? Hey, what is a Yijing hexagram? Means this is the one. This is the Yijing hexagram. And this one here is accomplished hexagram. So this is the one I plot for 2022. right? It sort of like give you an outlook. So instead of giving you personal advice, this hexagram sort of like give me an outlook of 2022. All right, so accomplished hexagram, yeah, for 2022 here. Accomplished means that everything is perfect. Yeah, everything is perfect in the correct line. If you learn Yijing before, it means they're all in the correct line. Then what does it mean? It means that whenever think about this, right? If everything is perfect, do you want to make changes or not? If everything is perfect in your life right now, your health is perfect, your relationship is perfect, your job is perfect, the right boss, even your business is perfect. No, right? So what does it implying is people don't want to change, right? They are in a comfort zone for too long, right? And then they start to become fearful. Right? Don't you think this is what's happening in the current economy right now? Everyone is fearful. Right. So this is the part here, right? So then this is like sort of like give you a guideline, right? And I think some of you actually attended one of my program. It's a bonus program. I would say I conducted that in January 2022, January. So it's like 4 months back, 4 to 5 months back. And that time we talked about one topic about wealth prophecy for 2022. How many of you here attended that program? It's a bonus program for those people attended the Millionaire Destiny. All right. Okay. So some of you, wow, so many of you attended that. Okay, cool. So just to remind some of you here, that time I actually discussed about there will be some correction or changes on April, right? There are two windows. One is April. So this is what it's already happened, right? The SP 500 America suffers the worst in April in the last 52 years. And also you also look at the the market, right? The SP 500, the index fund, right? All actually are going down on April, right? So this is one of the things we use certain system to try to anticipate the cycles. Yeah, we are not here to predict individual stock. That one is gambling, right? So I don't think there's one system able to do it. If you're able to predict the stock number, why not you just predict lottery number, right? But why we can use metaphysics for stocks? Because both system, be it metaphysics and stock or the market, actually work on one similar thing. They work in a cycle. Agree? It's cyclical. Yeah, there's always a correction. They're down, and then there's up, right? So Chinese metaphysics use the 5 elements to talk about the cycle of life. Yeah. So, but if you're an investor, you know that the market also runs in a cycle. Agree? Right. The only problem is when some investor, the moment they start making money, they forgot that is such thing called the market cycle. So that is how we actually link these two together. All right, so this is what I use. There's most of the time I'm using this. So why I'm going to tell you this, because in this year onwards, we are sort of like pandemic is more like an endemic right now, right? So I think it's the right time for us to do something for ourselves moving forward, right? So we are the pandemic is way past us already, right? So we are not try to get affected too much on that part. And now is the time for us to do something to improve ourselves moving forward. Agree? Right? We've been down for 2 years. There's a downtime. So it's a time to push faster because we already lost 2 years around that. So therefore, one of the main problems I discovered, especially for the last 2 years, I think it's not a surprise to anyone here, would be financial problems. Yeah, why I can tell this because I'm a consultant, right? Like I told you earlier on, I actually use BaZi to do a one-to-one consultation with my clients. I discovered that 90 to 95% of my clients that I see for the last 1 or 2 years actually have financial issues problem. That's the reason they come to me. Okay, so therefore I would like to actually dedicate a little bit time here to talk about wealth. How about that? Using how do you actually use Chinese metaphysics for help? Are you guys want this aspect or not? Because I believe that if everyone say they want great destiny, right? So, but when I ask them what needs to happen to have a great destiny, don't you think all great destiny, there's a price tag to it? Yeah, there's a price tag, right? You say, I want my children to have a better destiny, therefore you need to send them to better school. That one needs money. Also, there's a price tag. You say you want to live in a house where is a better environment for your parents. There's also a price tag to it. Do you realize this or not? Most of the thing you want in life, there's a price tag. There's a price tag for your dream life, right? There's a price tag for your great destiny. Therefore, don't you think money is the closest thing that can help you to actually create a life that you truly wanted? Right? So I would say that if you have more wealth, it can help you to achieve your goal. Of course, not all goal, but at least it increase the chances. How about that? At least maybe it might not solve 100%, but at least it increase the chances of success. Let's say someone is ill. Yeah, having more money doesn't mean you're able to cure 100%, but at least you get access to the best doctor or the best medicine. So your chances of recovery is far more better. Agree or not? Right. So I would say that's one benefit of it. Right. So, and then the second one, I would say that if you have a strong financial foundation, I would say that you have more peace of mind. You don't need to worry, right? How your family going to live for the next 20 years if you got retrenched. So many things could happen in now, period 9. Is very volatile period right now, right? Everyone can got retrenched any second. So therefore, I would say give you a sort of like a sense of peace of mind. At least your family will be well taken care of, right? There's a foundation there. And then another thing I think about the benefit or the reason to build a strong foundation is also when you have a strong foundation, don't you think you have time to do something that you like, something that truly matter? Instead of go to the office and stuck in the traffic from 9 to 5, right? You have more time to do something you want. So what you want to think about this, if money is no longer a concern right now, what you would like to do with your life, type in the chat box right now. Type in the chat box. If money is no longer a concern, so which means that you no longer work because of money. It's no longer a factor. You can choose to work, but it's not because of money, for interest only. Okay, I see a lot of you say travel, right? Okay, spend time with family, enjoy. Don't you think, right? We deserve all this. We're given a life, right? We're given a life here is not to suffer for the rest of our life, right? We are given a life here on this earth is to enjoy. So it's not. So therefore, we need to actually plan this properly. So we are not only can enjoy once. We must able to enjoy consistently. Agree, right? Anyone can enjoy their life once, like they burn all the savings for a dream vacation and then they go back, they're bankrupt, right? Or they don't have more money. That's not what I'm talking about. I think some people like the YOLO concept, like you only live once, right? That one you can say that you have a lot of money, all right? But if you are still actually getting the way there, let's not talk about YOLO first. We need to be intelligent here. Make sense? Right? We are not want to enjoy life only for 1 week. We want to be able to do it consistently throughout our life. So that is the goal. Yeah, that is the reason I use Chinese metaphysics to help me to build my foundation. Right? Sometimes it's not about me alone, right? So I was still wondering, hey, if once my parents are getting old, right? So we still need to take care of them. Agree, guys? We want to provide a good environment for them. So for me, I'm not born from a silver spoon family, right? Not from a wealthy family. So when I was small, I discovered that because all my family, they're just okay. So the time when my grandma and actually cannot take care of herself anymore, then they have no choice but to send them to this old folks home. So there's a certain medical care there, right? So, but let me tell you, no one want to go there. Agree? Right. So, but that time is not because they want to, but they cannot afford to do to consider other options. So that time when I actually observe that, I tell myself, hey, Iverson, I will not. From that point, I actually make a decision. I will not let this happen to my parents. Yeah, that's one of the reasons, right? So yeah, so therefore, that is how I actually gain more clarity to pursue this path here, right? This is not about money minded. It's about, build a strong foundation so they have a peace of mind. So to a point, you able to let your parents know, say, don't worry. right? Don't worry about if you are in the near future because you're well taken care of. There's a trust set up just for both of you. Don't you think this is one of the things that is a cool thing to do for your parents? Right? Yeah. So that, yeah, this is what they want. I discovered that they don't really need a fancy vacation or drive a nice car, right? But if they see that if their children able to see this part that they're most fearful of, like going to old folks home and is well taken care of, I think you make them really happy, right? So I mean, this is my part, right? So of course you have so different reasons. Some of you is for your children, right? It's fine, right? So there's different people have different reason you want to do this. So therefore, the next question, and why I'm going to do this, as the title imply here, if people know money is important, they work hard, they are good worker, they're very punctual, they clock in at 9 a.m. every single day. But why 95% of them are still poor? Do you realize that? Right? I've seen a lot of hardworking people, right? They are hardworking and then they continuously to improve themselves, but they're still struggling financially, and you don't know why. This is the same question I'm asking myself when the client talk to me, because I discovered that they are very hardworking, they're a nice person, they pay all the taxes, they're kind-hearted, right? Everything is fine, but why? Then I discovered that whether you're a kind person or hardworking person is not related with your financial standing. I discovered that because the reason, right? Some people struggling financially is not because the lack of intelligence. It's never about that. Right? I think all of us here have sort of like the same level of intelligence, or roughly, right, on average. And I think the thing that keep them away from able to achieve financial freedom is because certain poor habits that they have. All right. So therefore, I actually today, I'm going to walk through this, the 5 money habits that keep you poor. Okay. So later on, when I go through this habit here, you want to see which one you check. Yeah, you check which one that actually related to you, and then you try to make some changes from there. How about that? Yeah. So for me, also the same, right? The moment I discovered that I have certain bad habits about money, I replace it with good habit, and that point, then I see things starting to change, and I want to share this part with all of you here. How about that? There are only 5 things. It's very easy. It's not hard. There are only 5 things I want to share with you today. Okay. All right. Cool. So now, once we talk about habit, habit is, I would say, is an unconscious thing. Because do you realize that every day when we wake up, we do the things, it's almost automatic. We don't even think about it. We don't even realize we do something, like driving the car, brushing our teeth, and we don't even actually question about it, right? It's automatic. This is called habit. Habit is unconscious, right? You just do it automatically. So let me tell you, is being unconscious good or not? Or you need to be conscious all the time? Okay, the answer here is depends. Right? If the habit is good, it's okay to be unconscious while doing it. Unconscious doesn't mean you're lying down, right? So which means that you don't use much of your mental strength, because everything is built on what? Muscle memory. Right? So I know a lot of people talking about consciousness. Consciousness is good. No, there's yin and yang. There's some part you need to be unconscious, so it saves you energy. Right? If everything to be conscious, can you imagine how tired you are? Mindfulness, I need to have consciousness, right? You only need to be conscious on your bad habit. If good habit, you can continue to be unconscious. Do you guys agree? Like you wake up, you want to go for exercise, you go jogging. I think that one is good for you. You don't even need to think. If every day you need to be conscious to motivate yourself to go and run, there'll be a problem, right? So therefore, I would say if it's a good habit, I would say that it's okay. It's okay to be unconscious. So I would say in Chinese metaphysics, always strike about balance. I know some spiritual gurus, they talk about every time I'd be conscious. But I see it differently. I say both parts also important, right? Depends on what you're conscious about and what you're unconscious about, right? So if you need to, if you only can survive by being conscious there will be a problem. You think about this while you're driving a car, right? So sometimes we tend to think something else, right? But we're still able to drive the car safely. The moment we hit the red on the traffic light, we're still able to actually brake the car, right? That is unconscious. You don't even need to think about it. So I'll say it's useful. Okay, so now what I'm talking today is the bad habit that you might unconsciously doing, and I'm going to share with you the first one first. All right. So the first one here, I'm going to actually share on the screen. Okay, one of the bad habits that keep people poor here is that pay themselves less. Okay, I think you heard about a term that if you read some books, they say pay yourself first, right? Have you heard about that? Pay yourself first, pay yourself first. Every time you read a financial or a wealth book, they keep telling about this, right? So do you truly understand what does it mean or not? Yes, it's true, right? Because the reason people stay poor because they pay themselves last. There's no self-love, right? But what do you mean but the opposite of pay themselves last means what? You need to pay yourself first, right? So, and a lot of people misunderstood of this. Like my friend say, oh, I read the book, it say pay myself first. So the moment he got the salary, what happened to this person? He spent everything on himself. Yeah, a luxury goods, go to a high-end dinner, so man, that's not what it means of self-love. All right. So pay yourself first means like this, right? You actually, the moment you get your salary or your paycheck, you already set aside 20% or whatever amount that you decided aside for your saving. And only the rest, the remaining of it, you decide what to do with it. That's what it means. Okay. So, but a lot of time people do what? They pay all the bills, commitment, everything, they're what they want to eat, right? And then the rest, if there's still a remaining, they save it. Right? So pay yourself first means you set aside like 20%. You say, no matter what, the moment, let's say your salary is 20,000 and you want to set 10% for saving. So 20,000 is 2,000, right? So you set it aside first, and then your remaining 18,000, you do whatever you want. So that's what I mean, pay yourself first. Do you guys understand? So how many of you here didn't do this? You pay yourself last. After you spend everything, right? Yeah, trade everything. And then if there's a balance, then you save it. Okay, now you know. So this is one unconscious habit. If you're able to do this, right, don't you think your life will dramatically improve? Now it could be 10%. 2 years from now could be 30%, right? As your income expand, it could be. All right. Okay, so some people is harder. How many of you here being guilty on this? Type the word yes. Okay. All right. Nice. So some people can go with 5% first, right? So 20% is just an example here. Yeah, depends how much you earn and your commitment, right? Okay, now you see so many yeses here. So now, from the Barter chart, right? Let me share with you from the Barter chart point of view. Some people are more prone to pay themselves last. Okay, so which means that they spend everything first, yeah, before they actually proceed to saving, if there's still any. So now let me show you here. I want you to zoom into your Barter chart on this area. I want you to look at the companion section here. So the companion here say if your companion is 80 to 100%, so we need to look at the beige color diagram. So the beige color is this. Don't you think this person is 100%? So this person might be not doing well on this area. All right, maybe they don't have a good concept about money. These are the ones that have a higher tendency to do what I told you just now. Okay, is this information useful? You can use this to help to advise your client or your family members and your relative as well. High tendency. Why I say high tendency? I didn't say destined, because it can be changed. All right, yeah, it changed the moment you're aware. Awareness is the first key to change. So the whole purpose of Barter, remember, talk about yourself, is see that is there a tendency to do this or not. So how many of you here actually have this, the companion is 80 to 100%? Yeah, then you have this tendency. All right. More tendency, then you need to be more aware of it. Okay, so this is the first habit. Even you don't know how to look at the bazi, is this information useful for you? To remind you something you already know? Okay. Yeah, this everything I share with you today is the one I use. Right. I discovered this is my bad habit. I used to have this bad habit. The moment I got the money, do what? Okay, call all my friends. Come on, I buy dinner. Yeah, that's my favorite last time. Yeah, so yeah, go for a club, right? Then only if there's any saving left, then put it aside. But I don't manage to, even I manage to save some money, the money automatically will go on somewhere else. Because I saw a watch, beautiful. Somehow I justify 10 reasons why I should buy the watch, even though I don't need it. Okay. Yeah, so that's me, right? So I discovered there's a bad habit, right? That's why at that time I'm heavily in debt. So therefore I stopped this. So, and I replace with a good habit. You cannot just stop a bad habit, right? You need to actually replace with something else. So instead of pay myself less, I pay myself first. So it's very easy because at that time I told the banker, even before the money actually bank into my saving account, put it to another account that I cannot touch. Yeah, that's how I do. Yeah, so I don't even see the money every single month. Of course, it needs some discipline. Okay, so that's the first habit. How many of you here find this useful? Yeah, this is practical bazi. Okay, nice. Now, let me show you the second one. The second habit that prevents people from is this disorganized finance. This is something that very important. Yeah, because it's very simple. How do you know? So let me ask you, do you know exactly where all your money goes every month? Do you track it or not? Do you know exactly all your expenses? Some of you, yes. Some of you know, right? Or roughly. Some of you keep track. Okay. Okay, if a yes is really good, right? So because I want you to build because like, I think in our modern world right now, there's a lot of subscription. Netflix, or you go to online, there are a lot of subscription, right? Ebook. So until a point that you forgot to keep track of that. How many of you have been guilty of this? Yeah, last time I subscribed to a certain audio streaming service, because it's a recurring payment, right? Right. So all this actually add up to a huge amount, because like $99 per month, $99 per month is fine, right? But after I subscribed to it, it continued to charge me. In fact, I only used for the first month, and then I didn't pay attention to it. But after I look at it after 2 years, wow, I pay a lot of money unnecessarily. Right. So especially in the current world, yeah, the marketing person say, just subscribe to this, that they charge you like recurring monthly, right? So this is what I actually do this. So I want you to actually keep track of that part. Right. This is called this. Or how many of you here buy the things that you already have? Just because you forgot to bring it out on the day on your way out. Okay, right. So all this thing, right? Yeah. So therefore, disorganized finance is one of the thing, right? And like, do you check your credit card or not? Yeah. How much extra money you pay unnecessary to credit card company? Overdraft balances, right? Because you didn't pay on time. Yeah. So all this is money, Sometimes by knowing this, by conscious about this, you can save a lot of money. How many of you here agree with me on this? You try to check how much interest you pay. Yes, a lot. Right. So now, did I use credit? A lot of people say, I was saying, do you use credit card right now? Because last time I told you I have one great talent. I can spend more than I earn. The secret is because I have a credit card. It's not a great talent, all right? It's a bad talent, right? So, but nowadays, of course, throughout after several years, I did get rid of that. But a lot of people ask me, do you cut your credit card or not? No, I don't cut it. I use it even more now. then I think a lot of you might be surprised. Hey, how about that, right? The same credit card get you in debt in the first place, and then now you get rid of your debt and you're still using a credit card, or even more right now. Are you crazy, Iverson? Or are you already back to your old self? I say no. I use the credit card to get points. That's it. Okay. I'm not clear every month. I clear every week. Yeah. So every time I pay something, I will say I just put money there. So credit card company will hate me for that because they cannot gain my interest or from anything, right? So, and that's how I do it. I get points. Don't you think the points I can use to buy things? There's a miles reward points I can use for my flight. Also extra money, right? These are the little thing that you didn't notice. Then get you a flight, a business class even, right? So depends how much you spend. So, but more importantly for me, the bank cannot charge me interest because I'm a great payer, and they don't like someone that pays promptly. If you are the credit card company, right? Yeah. So this is how I organize my finance. Yeah. This is the part I'm doing. And now, let's say right now you have money to you have cash, and you don't want, because this you have another bucket for investment, but you have another part that where you want to save the money. This is the money for emergency day. So what normally you do with the money? Put in an FD. Yeah, is it good to put in a fixed deposit? Assuming you already have another account for investment, right? So this account is purely for saving. Okay, some will say EPF for Malaysia. All right. So how much of the interest rate for the fixed deposit right now? Not even 1%. Yeah, the 2.99, that one is a lot of condition one, you know. Yeah, you invest how much and then you do spend something, right? So it's very low, right? So for me, I use a lot of this, right? So because I invested in property, yeah, a lot. Then all the property I didn't pay full cash in the loan, but I apply a flexi loan on it. And then the cash that I have, instead of putting in FD, can I actually put in my property account? So by putting money there, that equivalent to the money, I'm not even settle it. I just put it there. So the bank cannot charge me interest anymore. So I earn interest from there. The interest from there is higher than my fixed deposit interest. Yeah, this is how I do. Right? So I didn't settle it, right? Settle means you cannot take the money back, right? So, but let's say I have emergency, I can actually take the money out. But right now, since I plan to save those money anyway, so there are few housing loan, I just put money there. So the moment the money I put there is equivalent to the amount I borrow, there's no interest they can charge me. Okay. So this, I'm just sharing with you some of the way I'm doing it. So now, what kind of, don't you think this is useful or not? Right? I can talk whole day about this. Yeah, this is how it's better than put in a fixed deposit, right? So how many of you like this? You like this kind of information? Okay, cool. So now let me show you from the bar chart. Some of you here do this better than the others. Okay, so look at the bar chart again. So now, instead of looking at the companion, I want you to look at the resource. Okay, type the value of your resource, the beige color. The beige color diagram is this one. For this person is 0, right? Okay, how about you? Look at your resource. What is the number there? Okay, all right. Some of you are 0, some of you are higher. Okay, so great. So the tendency to have be more disorganized of your finance, the moment you hit like 20 or 0 to 20, very low value, if your resource is very low, which means that you're not good in managing your finance. So whatever I told you just now, very likely you didn't do it. Okay, so my resource element also low. So I actually forced myself to do it. Because last time this is not how I manage my finance. You know, last time how stupid I am. I actually bought a house, and then I'm not staying there, but I don't want to rent it out because I don't want the house to be dirty. Is it stupid? Extremely stupid. It's the worst financial. I'm still paying the installment, but I don't want to rent it out. Yeah, so yeah, I know it. A lot of people, my friends tell me why you do like this. I just justify something else, but I still don't do it. After a few years, then I realized how much money I lost just because I didn't collect the rent. How many of you here have the same situation as me last time? Yeah, just because you don't want someone touch, as if like your house is a virgin. Okay. Okay. Maybe for you it's fine because maybe you are rich, you don't care, right? So that time I'm buying, actually I'm still serving the loan. Yeah. So that's the problem, right? So is and that keep me and make me lost money. And that what keep me poor. Yeah, disorganized. Then I check my barter chart. Oh shit, my resources element is low. There are two choices for me. One choice, I can blame the chart. I can tell everyone, you know why I'm doing this? Because of my chart. It's like you're wearing a badge or something, a badge of honor or a license to do this. Yeah, don't do that. All right. We are not blaming the chart. This is more like awareness, or I know because of this, then I should overcome this. Okay. Right. So this is how it works here. Okay, nice. This one is the second habit. Think about this. If you can do something about it, you organize your finance, you know exactly what is your net worth is, and you know exactly where your money go every single month. So you can cut down certain subscription that outlive their usefulness. You don't even use it anymore. Don't you think this part is important? Right. Once you do that, right, let me tell you one thing, you get addicted to it. Then you want to control a bigger scale. You want to organize everything because you found achievement and fulfillment doing it. Okay, can you guys do this or not? Right after today webinar, if you haven't done so, right, go through the list. Right, what kind of subscription that no longer useful, where your money go, right? So do that. Nice. Okay, all right, cool. So now, let me show you the third one. The third habit that keep someone poor is try to keeping up with the rich. Okay. Like what are keeping up with the trend? What is trendy right now? What is the society expectation? What is considered cool right now? So you buy a lot of things, impressing a lot of people that you don't need to impress. Right. So, and like to keeping up with your friends with expensive taste, even you cannot afford it, but you don't want to actually being left out, so you want to keep with the trend. So, but let me tell you, if it's a real friend, they'll understand, right? Because now you're building your financial foundation. You want to save money right now. A real friend will understand you. If any friends that actually make fun of you because you don't have the same lifestyle as them, then that might not be the real friend, right? So, and especially nowadays in social media, right? So in the social media, they keep promoting the ideal lifestyle, right? A dream vacation, right? Or they're buying new handbags, right? Or whatever is this. What is that? What is that handbag? The crocodile one, the white crocodile, Himalaya. What is that called? I forgot already. It's a very extremely expensive handbags. Yes, Amos. Yes, quite a beauty. Okay, wow, all of you here is rich. I also forgot the bag name. Okay, yeah, it's Amos. It's something called like a Himalaya smoke crocodile, the kind of thing. All right, okay. So some people, if you are filthy rich, I think it's fine. But if you're on the way there, you'll make money. Let's not keeping up with the trend first. Because let me tell you this: you don't want to look rich. You want to be rich. Okay, tell yourself this, right? You don't want to look rich. You don't want to appear rich. You want to be rich. When you are be rich, you don't even need to impress anyone because that is who you are, right? Yeah. So no need to actually that is the one here. So some people are prone to, to keep up with the trend or keep up with the Kardashian. So I want you to look back at your BaZi chart right now. Take out your BaZi chart. Okay, so let me show you. Where do you look for this? So if your output element is high, output is 80 to 100%, this range here, you have this tendency to try to keeping up with the trend by being different, by being unique. Okay, yeah, something like that. So there feel gratification of that. Just might not be the most expensive product, but they want to be different. They want to stand out. So sometimes they might make some decision, foolish financial decision, just because to impress someone or just to appear different. Right? They have a tendency if you're 80 to 100%. Okay, so I'm also guilty with this because last time, every iPhone, every new release of an iPhone, I must buy. Okay, even though the feature is just edition 1 or 2, I don't even use that feature, I want to buy it. I feel good, like I'm keeping with the trend. Okay, yeah, but nowadays, yeah, I don't think so, right? So my iPhone right now, I'll say is 2 years ago. I don't even buy the latest one because almost the same thing to me. I don't even use the feature. So I would say then I don't buy one. Right. So that's how I actually use the chart. Okay. So the output element 80 to 100%. Yeah, that is me. So therefore I remind myself now, even my iPhone right now is not the latest model anymore. I don't even bother. It still look good to me. I'm using it. Okay, like last time, I have this very serious problem. I still remember one time, right? I told my friend, I say, hey, I want to buy a new iPad because my iPad spoiled already. I told my good friend. Then my good friend say, okay, what's wrong with your iPad? Yeah, which part is spoiled? Maybe I can help to fix. I say, no, my definition of spoiled is because it's a bit slow already, a bit lagging. When I surf the web, it's lag like 1 second. Then I consider it spoiled. You know how bad I am in spending money last time? Yeah, very stupid, right? Yeah, that's who I am last time. Then now I actually aware of this, then I change it. I don't even need. Even my iPad right now, you see this? Is not the latest model anymore. Okay. So from there, I use the money to do what? Tell me. You cannot imagine, right? All this it's not about being force yourself to live below your standard. It's not about that. It's about building a mindset, a discipline, so I can manage my money better in so many different areas. So I start to see the value of money, yeah, instead of emotional gratification. So I can make use of the money well spent elsewhere, like investment, right? Or maybe education even. Okay, makes sense? I'm not saying you cannot change your iPhone, all right? I'm just sharing with you. This is my style. Okay, I'm using the chart like that. Okay, how many of you here, your output element also very high? Type the word me here. Okay, all right. Someone say this explain a lot, right? Yeah, okay, great. It's fine. If you have a lot of money, I think you can do whatever you want, it's fine, right? But if you're in the process of getting there, maybe you should aware of this habit because you get tired of keeping up of the latest trend, right? Might as well use those money to invest or to save. It's better. Okay, Christine May say, oh my God, already have 3 out of 5. Okay, now it's good. Now you're aware of it, then you can change. Okay, so think about this. Even you have hit 3 out of 3 right now, if you can change one of it, don't you think your life will be different, guys? Right? Because when you have discipline to change one, you build up the ability to change everything. Because when you have discipline, it not only affect on your finance part of your life, you affect every single aspect of your life when you build up your discipline power. Do you guys agree with this or not? Because how you do something is how you do everything. Yeah, so yeah, do that. Yeah, take one step first today. Okay, all right. So now, do you want to know the fourth one? Are you guys ready for the fourth habit? Okay, nice. The fourth habit is here, not reading daily. How many of you are guilty with this? Not reading daily. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so, but I think you also know that you can make more money by knowing more, right? So I want to summarize this. Yeah, the art of making money, it depends on how many how to you know. Yeah, how to, because the reason people pays you money because you have a lot of how to solve relationship problem, how to make more money, right? Or how to improve your health, how to look younger even you are 60 years old. If someone know that, would you like to actually engage this person? Right? How to actually secure your position in a highly charged politic in the office, right? How to got promoted within the first year in the office. So it depends a lot of how to. So let me ask you right now, how many how to is in your bag right now that you can deploy at will whenever it's needed? How many how to? Right. So me as a coach, I also got a lot of how to, right? The reason people come to me is not because they want to talk to me. They want to know how to do something. Agree? Right. So by reading daily, basically you try to increase more how to under your bag, right? Your arsenal that can deploy anytime, right? So why a surgeon got paid a lot? Because he know how to do what heart surgery that can save life. The how to is very expensive. Okay, so now type in how many how to you have. Okay, some people good in sales, they have a how to sell something. Okay, all right. So how to is about solving problems, basically, right? So don't you think the more how to you have, you can actually make more money? Yes, cool, nice. Okay, so now if you don't know, let's say you have zero right now. Some of you just now say zero, right? So I think it's a great time to learn something. So how do you do this? I will advise you to dedicate at least like 30 minutes, read a book, yeah, or improve your knowledge because you want to improve your how to, right? Let's say I'm lazy, I'm stuck in the jam. Then listen to podcasts, right? A lot of podcasts out there. Just there's so many out there, right? Or educational podcasts. It could be audiobooks, like Leilani said. Okay, yeah. Don't let the book, the hard copy, stopping you. It could be ebook. There could be a podcast. It could be audiobooks. So many ways you can consume information. Okay, so right now it's like this. So this is how I do it. Let's say this month I want to learn more about marketing. I actually collect a list of book that is a good book in marketing. You can actually search from Amazon, so many things, right? The top 10 books in marketing, and then I read it. That's how I do it. So I collect a list. So let's say the next month I want to learn about more about maybe about office politics. Then I buy the top 10 books in that category. Save time. How many of you like this technique? Yeah, because I always like to learn from the best. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, who doesn't, right? So I buy all the top nine in every industry and then I read their books first. Right. We are talking about hedge fund. Of course, I read from Ray Dalio. Right. So all these are great people. They have a lot of you can do it here. Okay. So Ching asked, how do we present solution to people? So the reason you find hard to present your solution to people because you lack of marketing skill. So what to do? Learn marketing. Okay. All right. Yeah. So there's so many ways, right? You can do this. So dedicate yourself 30 minutes daily. So if you can do this consistently, don't you think you can make more money? Guys, simple thing, easy thing. Yeah. But you add up, this is habit number 4, right? So if you do the 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now, I think your life can change a lot. So let me show you the way to read better? How many of you here want a better way to read, to understand better? Okay, cool. So now I'm going to show you achievement chart here. So achievement chart here is like this. So this is the 2022 chart. So whenever we're talking about learning, we like to use the moon. Okay, so the moon for 2022 is in the west. Why the moon? Because moon represents your ability to understand and absorb information. Do you like this or not? Yes. And how about assistant? Assistant is about information. So you're able to actually understand complex information. And more importantly, then you're able to convert information or monetize the information, because there's a live door here. So do you like this configuration in 2022 or not? So this is about your ability to not only learn something easily, but you're able to figure out how to package it and sell it. So it's about monetization. Okay, so do you like this box or not? If you want to learn something, since you're going to learn, right, might as well you use Shiman at the same time. So how do you use this? While you are reading books or learn, try to back to the west direction. Then suddenly you have a lot of ideas how to monetize the information that you learn. Okay, back to the west. Back to the west. For this year, there's an expiry date. Just like, no, Shiman chart also got expiry date if it's an annual chart. Okay, use it while it lasts. Not every year the moon comes with live door, all right? Not every year. So do it now. Yeah, time is crucial. Okay, that's great. So do you like this piece of information? Okay, nice. Okay, and okay, so you say, how do you connect? How do you actually connect with me here? If you are new, you can actually connect with me from this Telegram channel. So all you need to do just to install a Telegram app in your phone, and then you can scan the QR code or go to the link here. And this is where I actually share a lot of information for free, right? Sometimes I discover there's a good manifestation energy. I'm going to share it here. So you can pay attention to the comment box as well. So yeah, this is the link that you can get into. All right. So I think a lot of you here already subscribe to this, isn't it? Right. For some of you are new here. Yeah, you can, the moment you join, you can actually read all my previous posts as well. So you can learn at the same time as well. Okay. All right. Cool. So there you go. This is the link. So how many habits left right now? One more. Okay. But even with 4, I think you can make a lot of changes already. Are you excited to make changes for 2022? Yeah, type the word me. You'll find new energy, new clarity to do something. All right, great. Okay, so, and now, the fifth one here, I think this is really important. I learned this the hard way as well. So this is how it goes for the fifth one. The habit of waiting too long to start investing. Because you always think you have next year or 2 year or decade because you're still young. You're waiting too long. You keep telling people you don't have money to invest right now. How many of you are guilty with this? And you also tell people that I know investing is important, you know it, but you do nothing. And you keep telling friends, I heard this already. I know it's important. I heard about the law of compounding. I understand every single thing. Yeah, but in the end, they do nothing. Okay. All right. So, and why I am telling you this is important, and because the best time, yeah, you might need to write this down. The best time to invest is when you don't need the money. Yeah, let me repeat again. The best time to invest is when you don't need the money. You don't want to wait until a point that you have no money and you need the money to survive. Don't invest, right? Because you don't have holding power. You're going to make wrong decision, right? The thing here is when we have still income coming in, we sort, because we are creature of habit, right? We sort of like think the money will come in forever. You won't stop, right? So we don't feel the pain to do something about it. Guys agree? As long we have a job right now, there's a paycheck every month, we don't have the pain, we don't have the fear. We keep saying next time, right? But some of you here, you might experience retrenchment before, right? So, and the moment you don't have any more income coming in, and every day you just see expenses going, your money flow going out, that is scary, am I right? Even though you still have some saving in your banks. How many of you experienced this before? You lost your job or you just resign, right? And then you do that because you still have some saving. But the moment that every day money just going out with no money coming in, that scared the hell out of everyone, right? So therefore, this part here is, that's why I always tell everyone, if you want to invest, you want to invest early, not until a point, because the older we get, the harder for us to make money. Because the strategy to make money while you're young, you can use your energy, you can work hard. But once you're getting old, working hard is no longer the strategy, which in fact is a wrong strategy, because it will make you ill. It'll get you ill because you don't have much energy anymore, right? So when you're getting old, you need to use the power of leverage. So this is what I do. I realize this. And why this is important, right? Why this is important? I want all of you here to take out your BaZi chart right now. Your BaZi chart. And you know that in the luck pillar, I want you to count from, this is the luck pillar. This is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. I want you to pay attention to the sixth luck pillar. Everyone. Okay. Why you want to invest? Because normally these are the age where, right, there'll be a big change in your career. Maybe they are stop of income, or you are stop working, or you retire. Normally is in the sixth pillar. So then you might know, right, which how old will I will be during that time. You just look at the top. For this person, it's around 55 years old. Now check your age, check your part. Type in the chat box, what is the age there? Okay, some of you 58, 53, right? So different. So I'm not saying here you must retire, but there'll be a big change in the company, restructuring, or you might not be needed anymore, all these things, right? So the reason we invest, so we want to make sure this pillar is a great pillar for us, right? Because if you learn BaZi, this is a pillar that clash with your month. Yeah. Every chart also the same. You just count to the sixth pillar. This element sure will clash with your month pillar. This will be a clash. You check and see. Right? Sure, there'll be a clash. And the month pillar, this one represents your net worth. Yeah, so therefore, plan it out better. Yeah, that is the reason why you need to invest, right? While you can, while you still have income, not until the clash happens. Right? This is how it works here. Okay, so do you see how powerful a BaZi chart is and astrology work for you? Right? Yes, the sixth pillar. That's the reason why you need to invest. So don't wait for too long. And remember, it's like this. But you will say, but a lot of people also didn't do it, right? You might tell. So which means that you want to be normal. But you might need to write this down. You want to be normal, you cannot become rich. Okay? Because 95% of the people didn't do investment. And because a lot of people didn't do it doesn't mean they are right. Okay? Don't succumb to their peer pressure, right? Be different. Yeah, do something about it. Because all the habits, if you're able to actually replace the bad habits with the good habits, you have some money, then yeah, get some part of it to invest, to plant a seed for the future. And the reason you do this, you want to protect the future you. Right? Have you guys actually have a project to protect the future you? Investment is the one. Okay? This is very extremely important right now because we are in period 9 right now. Yeah, period 9, this is a point of time that where everything is changing, right? So, and the job stability is no longer there anymore. Security is no longer there. So, and you need to actually protect yourself, yeah, financially. And you know that in this very volatile world here, yeah, just like me, I actually undo certain habits. Like last time, I don't like to read a lot, but I read. And once I do that, I still remember in 2017, I start to read a lot of stuff, and that's where I discover the importance to invest on cryptocurrency. That time I invested in Bitcoin. Yeah, that time is not really high; it's just average. Yeah, the real low one is 2013. That time, of course, I didn't know it by that time, but I sort of like get to know about Bitcoin in 2017. Right? But if you buy that time, don't you think the price increased a lot right now? Now they're slightly down, right? But compared to where I buy that time, actually is increased a lot, right? So how I get to know this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is because I learned. Right? Yeah, I dedicated 30 minutes to learn something. That's how I found out. So which habit is that just now? Habit number what? Habit number 4, right? Yeah, not reading dailies. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I do that, and especially in period 9, a lot of things changes. Yeah, the even the economy, the way we make money is different. So it's more importantly right now to protect ourselves. Okay, so let me show you. If some of you, how many of you here interested to learn more about investment? Type the word me. Let me see who you are. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is the, if you talking about investment, let me show you a concept here. So the way we read parts will be very different, right? Like, remember I told you different aspect require different focus point. So if you learn parts, the hour pillar will represent your investment, and then your month pillar will represent your net worth. All right. So this is also one of the focus point we look at when we look at investment, and then there are much more. Okay. So and how many of you here you don't know much about investment, but you're willing to start one? Not invest a lot of money there, but little bit just to get the lesson out of it, to learn something. Okay, cool. Very good, very good. Okay, and how many of you here would like to combine the investment knowledge with metaphysics? Would it be cool? Okay, all right. So let me show you the way to get that. Okay. So this is my mantra. I'm just sharing with you. This is my mantra. I work hard. Okay. But I invest even harder. How many of you here like this? Yeah, I work hard. I do my work, but I invest even harder. If you have this philosophy, or maybe if you can add, or someone taught you this before, right? Don't it be better for you? Okay, yeah, this is what I do. I know some people say, oh, okay, I don't want to work hard, I want to work smart. Come on, right? You cannot work smart if you didn't work hard before. You guys agree? Right? Only the lazy people tell me, I would say you should work smart, not work hard. No, you see all people that work smart, they work hard before. Right? If not, how do you figure out how to work smart? Right? It's the work ethic. Right? So it's a work ethic. You see all people, Michael Jordan, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. Right? So they all put on the effort. Yeah, they are smart. How they become smart? Because they work hard before. Yeah, to them, it's just doing their work, basically, right? Yeah. So you see all the athletes, all of them, they put all the hard work. How many of you are NBA fans? Now we are reaching the NBA finals. It could be, right? So all of the athletes work hard. So therefore, these are so many things that you look into. Okay. So this is my philosophy. And now, if you actually, some of you actually express interest, you want to learn this, yeah, this is something I can share with you. Okay, what is this icon is? It's a B, right? What is the B stand for? Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, I see it as a breakthrough. Okay, so I would like to share with you. For some of you, this is the first time you are listening to me. I'm excited to actually conduct this new program called Investment Breakthrough in Period 9. Okay, this will be live streams, so where you can learn this right at the comfort at your own home, because it's conducted via online, and we're going to share with you how do you actually approach investment from Chinese metaphysics point of view. Okay, so the date here would be on 6 and 7 of August 2022. And the investment for this program here is 997. Okay, I saw a lot of you here typing in, you're already signing up. Okay, that's great. Thank you. All right, so now let me share with you, for some of you are interested, you haven't enrolled yet, then this is about, my goal here is about merging the two universe together. Yeah, I'm not going to discount the importance of investment. Investment knowledge is still important, right? You still need to understand what you're going to invest. But I just want to add up the other angle of approaching it, right? So it's a Chinese metaphysics part. Okay, so, and let me share with you what I'm going to cover here. I'm going to talk about BaZi for investing, right? So this is where I'm going to talk about the investor DNA. You remember, whenever we look at BaZi, it's more about understanding on your about ourselves. So do you want to know, like, what kind of investor profile are you? Right? Whether you're a value investor or you're a trader, right? You need to know this, right? We help you much more better in help you to start this path here. So it's all about you, right? Are you a risk taker or you're risk averse? Yeah, all of this is very important. So how many of you here want to know, like, what kind of investment asset class that is more beneficial for you? Yeah, it could be real estates, it could be metal, copper, yeah, so, or it could be cryptocurrency, right? So all is about BaZi. All right, that's why I call this investor DNA. So now, then, beside this, remember there are 4 titans. Beside BaZi only can help you on your profile, yeah, your investor. But how about using Qigong to help you to improve your intuition power? So therefore, Qigong for investing, I'm going to talk about the eyes of the future. Increase your intuition. Do you like this? How about I'm able to teach you how do you improve that part? Okay, that is Qigong for you. And the next one here, how about, do you need more luck or not in terms of all the life force, yeah, the energy to invest? So that's where the Feng Shui coming in. So it's about Feng Shui for investing. And finally, Yijing. For investing, how about you are getting an advisory or alert on certain things that you are thinking to invest? Sort of like give you a second opinion, so you can reconsider your decision, or maybe you need to do more research. How about that? Do you like this or not? Like a guidance for you. Okay, if you like this, type the word yes. Okay, nice. All right, great. So, and I'm going to bring all this together, and we want to also focus on one thing. It's about the period 9 investment landscape, where the cryptocurrency, the NFTs, the metaverse, the digital assets will be one of the things that a lot of people talk about it right now. So we also want to add in this aspect into this course here as well. So you'll get the full picture about the period 9 investment landscape as well. Okay, all right. So now, let me show you how to get there. So the investment price for this class here is 997 US dollar, but now we're going to do this online. So we want to pass on this saving for you, right? So we no need to rent the hall and everything. So instead of 997, so if you want to learn this program with me, you like the way I'm teaching, the way I use Chinese metaphysics, there you go. Instead of 997, the price to enroll for today is only 497. So that's the link shown on the screen right now. Just click on it, and then you can enroll for this program. So I'll see you on this investment program. How many of you here want to learn this? And you see the benefits of this, right? And if you actually like the style I'm teaching, like the way I'm approaching metaphysics, I would say this is a great time to do it. And some of you also ask, will I do this program again or not? I don't think so. All right, because I hardly do the same program twice. I like to do new things, right? But if you're interested, you see that this is a value to protect yourself or whatever, I would say it's a great, it's a great try for this, right? At least you get another perspective of investment from Chinese metaphysics point of view. Okay, everything I'm teaching you is the one I'm using. All right. Okay. So now, and I see that so many of you here interested. Okay, now to encourage you further, today's bonus. How many of you here like to know more about period 9? Do you want more bonus? You want bonus? Okay, you want bonus? Time to word yes. Great. So, and then a lot of people worried whether they are period 9 compliant or not, right? They say, oh, I have a better luck in period 9. So how about this? Instead of worrying whether you're period 9 compliant, how about we use Shimon to install period 9 energy compliance to you. So I'll call this period 9 compliant installation protocol. And you're going to get this as a bonus. So you're going to get this for free. Instead of paying the price, you're going to get this for free. Okay. Yeah. So do you like this? Yeah. A lot of people worry about period 9, right? We heard you. So we select a date and time that have all this formation. So you can actually benefit from those energy as well. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is the one here. And some of you say more bonus. Okay. What more bonus here? So, okay. So now, there are one more. How about one more bonus for you? Some of you, if you enroll today. So, but this one is limited, right? I only reopen the slot for the next 30% here. So if you want to grab this, pay attention. I'm about to let you know what is this limited bonus is. Okay. So then if this bonus here is a private invitation to an insider meeting that I'm conducting. And this time I'm going to talk about supercharge your BaZi using Yijing. Remember the Yijing, the 6th line? And I want you to actually show you a way to read your BaZi chart from the hexagram. So you get a new perspective about your destiny. How about that? Okay. And this, I'm going to conduct this in around June or July, this time around. So you get to attend this before the actual program. Okay, and for those already registered, you're going to get these 2 bonuses as well. Okay, let me see how many of you here already registered. Type the word yes. I see so many of you just now. Okay, all right. Those who type yes here, yes, you get both bonuses as well. Okay, but for today, right, if you haven't actually joined us here, I'm going to conduct this only once and haven't conducted this before. So you'll be the first batch or probably the only batch. And there you go, right? Going to get these bonuses as well. Cool. Okay, so let me summarize all these things for you. So the main program will be the investment breakthrough in period 9. So it will be on 6 and 7 of August. And if you enroll today, then you get a bonus one about the period 9 compliant installation protocol. And for the first 30 who enroll today, you're going to get this supercharge your BaZi using Yijing. Okay, in all total, if you want to sign this as individual program, you can sign up at this retail price. But if you want to actually take in everything, instead of paying 1,591 for today, you only need to invest 497. You invest in your education. Okay. All right. So there you go. This is the link, joeyup.com/investment. And the team will also type in the link in the chat box. Pay attention, just click on it and then secure the due bonus right now. Okay, that's great. So now let me want you to consider this. According to a statistic, 80% of senior citizens need to work or are dependent on their children for survival. Yeah, it's a saddening, but we can change it, right? So I want you to actually think about what you're going to do to protect your future, right? You can choose to be the 5% club. Instead of the 95% just talking, instead of doing, the 5% is the one that do it, right? They take action. Okay. All right. So there you go. This is a summary. If you like this, grab it now before it's gone. Yeah, there's a link for you. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining me on today's webinar. Do you like the information I shared today about the 5 habits? 5 bad habits that, yeah, if you're able to replace with a good one, yeah, I will see that you can change your financial destiny. So once you have extra money, yeah, then you can look into investment. Yeah, because due to inflation, you save money in the bank, you will lose money every single year. Okay, and then not only protect yourself, protect your future as well. Okay, thanks all of you here. Thank you for your time for joining me. And I'm looking forward to see you in my investment breakthrough program in the month of August. Okay, till then, I wish all of you here all the best in whatever you do. Stay healthy. I'm Iverson Lee. Keep in touch. Okay, bye bye.